Yeah. Okay.
Of every emotion but production.
Yeah.
Party up.
That's the with free network. We bring chaos to your face.
Summer.
That's the with free network.
Summer.
We bring chaos to your face.
Bugsy, are you sure? I'm sure. We have to do this. What were you doing before? Oh, dude, I'll tell you later, but let's just say I'm really proud of Skits right now. And, you know, I would have loved to ride that feeling, but yeah, I have a little bit of unfinished business before we can begin with next month's festivities. So, you ready? I was born ready, Bugsy. I was just waiting for you to do this. I was actually going to do this on my own, but, you know. I want you to know. What is that hand noise you make? I don't know. I don't know. I just sometimes make random noises when I'm about to cough. Anyways. But, yeah, buddy. I'm perfectly aware of what other Sonic fans that are judging this solely on the demo will basically say. And other fans that don't want to give a shit about what we're talking about. I have accepted this as what it is. Besides, I'm usually half of the most hated figure on YouTube half the time. Some people love me, some people hate me. And some people have elaborate plans to try and, So it's not like it's something I'm not used to. But let's go. Alright, Mr. Alex from Nintendo Life.
Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm afraid...
Don't you lovely people us, you crumpet? Bugsy, you're calling him a crumpet. Yeah? Just making it sound like it's a cuss. You're making it sound like you're cursing at him. Like, what is calling him a crumpet gonna do? He's delicious with tea? Let me handle this, okay? Alright.
Today, I'm gonna be the bearer of bad news. Although, to be honest, I think a lot of people saw this coming. Yes, recently I was lucky enough to get my hands on Sonic Forces of all things. Only a demo, of course, but nevertheless, I managed to play the game and, honestly...
Okay, here's the part where you really screwed up. Demo. I don't know why Twip and everybody else are so insistent. If they played the demo, they played the entire thing. It actually just makes me laugh when I really think about it. I was gonna let it all go after the last video I did on the Sonic vs. Mania debacle. But then I realized something. I'm the fanbrat basher. Yes, I'm diplomatic. I try to be at least. Emphasis on that word, try. But sir, you about to get the bashing of a lifetime. Not because you hate Sonic Forces. This is not about you hating Sonic Forces. It's about all you freaking reviewers writing this up as, since you played the demo, you played everything there is to play. Or, in Twip's case, since I watched the demo, that's all I really care about is seeing. So I can judge it that way. Now, kids, Papa Bugsy and you get old Uncle Chappy are about to break in like we're about to freaking give this man a verbal lashing, the likes of which he's never seen before in his life. So, kids, if you're watching me, leave the room, or don't. Just don't tell your parents, okay? Yeah, your mother will fucking fillet me. So, and not in a good way. than the way I want. You know what I mean? Bugsy, really? You gonna talk about this way to the children? What? They don't even know what it... Okay, can we stop the bit? Yeah, I think I derailed it. No, I think I derailed it. But that's not the point. Yeah, it isn't. Let's get to the meat and potatoes, man. I got stuff to do. And also sandwiches to eat.
I really enjoyed Sonic Colors. Generations was good as well. Sonic Colors, honestly, in my opinion, is the best 3D Sonic game. It's even better, in my opinion, than Sonic Adventure 2. Which feels weird to say, but then again, Sonic Adventure 2, on the whole, wasn't a great game. I mean, the Sonic sections and the Shadow sections, they were good. But everything else was kind of not. When I was playing the modern Sonic levels, honestly, it felt a lot like Sonic 06. I mean, it was...
Boy. Man, Alex, you don't know nothing about playing Sonic 06, boy. You haven't played Sonic 06 for like hours on end. You want to make the nightmare stop. You want to make it go away. But it doesn't go away. It permeates your mind. Story, bad level design, everything permeates your fucking mind. Your every core until there's nothing left of you but your own sanity. And it slowly sleeps away from you. It slowly seeps. All you gotta say is, why, Sonic? Why? So don't you dare. Don't any of you dare tell a fan it's like playing Sonic 06. Boys, I live Sonic 06. I'm a Sonic 06 survivor. A lot of us are. So don't you dare. Don't any of you dare talk about it plays like Sonic 06. If you haven't played it, you don't know my pain. You don't know. You don't know the rest of our pains. It ain't pretty, it ain't right, and that's why we don't like you. That's why we don't like you all bringing it up. If you haven't played Sonic 06, do not bring it up, sir. And if you have, you didn't want to talk about it. But I love how people like you bring up Sonic 06. Oh, is it because Avenue Park is on fire? It's like Crisis City? Knowing novices of the Sonic fan base, I guess you would probably figure that way because you haven't read the comics or at least seen a little bit of Sonic imagery, just a little bit of Sonic imagery where things are on fire. But hey, I'm not here to just do that. But I say this: never, ever, ever. I'm gonna do Chris Tucker on this. Talk about 06. Okay? Okay. Chappy, if you'd be so kind. Sure thing.
Definitely more refined than Sonic 06. I'm not going to say it's as buggy as Sonic 06 or anything by that regard. I'm not saying it's that bad. It is better than Sonic 06. It's okay. It's not as bad as that.
But then you said it was bad as Sonic 06. Boy, make up your mind.
It felt like I was playing half the game. And I mean,
You're playing a demo. Of course you're playing half of the game. I swear, these people have lost all common sense. I wouldn't say common sense. It's like they've lost all common... Well, actually, yes. Actually, yes. I was actually going to try and one-up you, but I can't seem to think of anything. No, I think you could have. Oh yeah. It's like they've foregone all logic. Of course you're playing half a game. It's a goddamn demo. What do you expect there to be? What do you expect there to be? The full game? Trust me, if it was the full game, we'd all be playing it right now. I would love to play it right now. I would sit and stream to you guys and play it right now. But you guys act like, oh, watching a trailer and playing a demo that's not really the result of the full game, and they're not even finished builds technically, and they glitch up a little bit because they're unfinished. That means full game review. Oh, I swear to God. Some of you act like Seriously, why do I and Chappy and the rest of us feel like we're the only sane ones here? Like, honestly. Like, in this discussion, not on Earth, because that is another topic for another day. But, like, god damn. And I know, I'm like, oh, well, Alex from Nintendo Life, you guys shouldn't get mad. He hasn't played the full game. He's played an unfinished build of the game that they had on E3. This thing is known for crashing, and not everything is complete. Come on, guys, have you watched Beta 64? A lot of things changed between before the first reveal of a game, to its demo, to the final product. Is it that hard to freaking wrap your heads around? That's the thing I don't get. I didn't talk about this when Bugsy was going off in his videos, because I was busy with my own thing. When I think about it, it should have been here. Oh, Chappy, man, we'll talk about that later. Dude, and don't worry about it. You really didn't miss much anyway. There's a bunch of people disliking me because, everybody's like, eh. And trust me, I'm not praising this game because there's nothing to praise yet. I'm defending this game because it's not done. And yet you've all got it dead to rights like it's some kind of puzzle you've all figured out. And you're acting like we don't have the fucking key to solve it, but you all do. When you don't. Oh my god, Alex. And you made before this video, you made an obligatory video about, sucking on Mario's knob, but let's not get into that. And if anybody hates the fact that I use profanity in these videos, well, you clicked on this video, you've seen my content, you know what to expect. Okay? I'm not gonna act like it. I'm not gonna act all surprised if you dislike me, but I'm going to at least let you guys see reason, logic, and you guys are gonna think. You guys are actually gonna fucking think. And trust me, when this stuff happens to other games too, I'm gonna say the exact same thing. Because you all need to think. You can't judge a game solely on its demo. Especially if they're not even alpha builds of the game. Which are almost done versions of the game. They just gotta get touched up a little bit. And trust me, being a game dev myself, trust me, I can tell you a little bit. And some people are like, well, they had 4 years to work on it. Well, still, game development is hard, and sometimes, even with the most experienced team, they have to go back to the drawing board sometimes. Again, Beta 64 covers this in spades. Go freaking subscribe to them so you actually get some perspective on how video games are made. Just a little something. Just a little something that I think your brain should probably tell you. Oh my god. Chappy, could you please? You sure you want me to take over? Dude, just do it. Alright. You're the boss. You're the boss.
I was only half in control of the game. The game seemed to be doing most of the work for you. It's just things like, it's just so basic. The gameplay is too basic. And not in a way that is charming or that is to its benefit, but in the sense that you just hold Y and just try and go as fast as possible. Plow through enemies and jobs are good and you're done. You've gone through a loop. Hooray! It's Sonic. It's Sonic.
Okay, but do you know that's subject to probably change? Okay, maybe the gameplay is basic. Maybe. But you don't know how the rest of the game is going to pan out, and that's the thing. I have to agree with Bugsy here. I feel like this whole Like, I don't know what the deal is when people make Forces videos, but y'all are making them so premature before the game's even out, and you're talking about demos that aren't even done yet? What is the deal with you all? It don't matter, because we're gonna show all you assholes when we review it how it's done. And I'm not saying we're gonna praise this game like it's the last fucking like it's like Jesus blessed it as he went to heaven. But I am gonna freaking give this game what it's worth, its due, what it is actually good at, and I will talk about what it's bad at. I'm not gonna do this half review, half speculation shit. I'm not gonna do that because I try to be professional, even though I use profanity in everything I say. Because at least I try. Y'all motherfuckers, y'all could just look at a fucking trailer or play a demo and be like, oh, I already know how this game's gonna pan out. When, really? That sends a bad message to these companies. Because you didn't play their full game. All you had was a taste. It's like you took a little sip of Coke Zero, but you didn't drink the whole thing. You had a taste. And this is like an experimental taste that will change over time. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a chaotic YouTuber that knows a little bit more about game development than I should. And I find myself a little bit more of a competent reviewer when shit like this happens. Because all you motherfuckers are just trying to railroad Sonic like usual. And that's the real truth of the matter. So, Alex from Nintendo Life, don't take this the wrong way. I like your content. But I feel like this video is the most asinine thing I have ever watched. And I like your content, but I like your content. Just two things I don't like. This and your Mario Kart review. Because, well, Jim Sterling kind of ripped that apart. So I ain't going to sit here and talk about that. But I'm going to go now. Bugsy? Actually, let me see. Yo, Chappy, see if there's some more stuff we can talk about before we leave. I don't want to leave no stone unturned, my friend.
And the Wisps are back in this latest game as well, but honestly, they feel... the only Wisp I think I found was one that allowed me to do the light speed dash, which is where you dash along a load of rings, which felt like a good way to include it because it was a little bit more reliable. But at the same time, it just wasn't very good. It just...
Okay, how do you like... how do you like Sonic Colors, but the Wisp are the... I'm done, chap. I can't fucking do this shit. I'm gonna go and be really proud of you-know-who. I'm gonna go now. Well, we weren't gonna retread a whole bunch of problems with this. Oh, Alex, you really, and the rest of you reviewers, you all disappoint us greatly. Like, seriously. That's why no one can take Sonic seriously, because they listen to you assholes. And probably, yes, you get paid for doing this. But do you guys even try? Or do you just sit there on your asses? Do you sit there on your asses and just boop, game done. No thoughts, no code analytics, just no need to be analytical, just And personally, this video is more of your thoughts, but hey, I think Sonic Forces won't be bad as you all think it's gonna be. And you can't listen to people like Twip because they don't know what the fuck they're talking. They don't know what they're talking about, especially when it comes to like looking at trailers, because trailers are supposed to get you hyped up. They're supposed to give you a thought of, oh, this is cool. They're not supposed to give you a thought of, oh, I can judge this. And Alex, never, and I mean never, while you're still breathing, talk about 06. Peace.
You watching the Big 3 Bucks Network?
Yeah. Okay.
You watching the Big 3 Bucks Network?
Yeah.
Hey, check out the channel for Gay Oslo.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, check out the channel for Gay Oslo.
Yeah.